Well, it's that time of the year when Apple says it's the best iPhone ever made. Well, you know what I'm talking about. It's the iPhone 15 range. And well, here, what I have in my hand is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And of course, I have it in the most beautiful and talked about natural color in titanium. We'll talk about everything because I've experienced the phone for about 3 weeks, and I decided to give you all a review of what I think about the device, as I was using the 14 Pro Max as my primary device before this for an entire year. Well, the shift from a 14 Pro Max to a 15 Pro Max, the first and obviously the most evident difference was the build quality. Now we've shifted from stainless steel, now we've come up to here, and what is that? And that is titanium. Well, feels certainly way more premium, sturdier, and the best part is it is lighter. Well, for the longest, all of us in the tech industry talk about, the heavier the device, it feels more valuable, it feels, way more premium. But when I compare the two in my hand, honestly, the lightweight of this felt really good. So where I've been used to using the iPhone, the Pro Max series for a while now, from 11 onwards, well, this seemed like good and a very nice change. So, well, the titanium, all the talk about, and titanium being the word for Apple right now, it works well for them. All right, let's talk about a few more new things that comes with the, the device, and is it worth the change or not? We'll discuss all that. The action button, which has been talked about, and is it worth it, is it not worth it, is really useful? Honestly, in the last 3 weeks, I have not really used it much. So for me, it has not been a very big change or something very essential. And honestly, I'm using it for keeping it as a silent mode, because I usually keep my device on a silent mode. You can change that, and you can go inside your settings, and you can also make the action mode for different usage. So always I feel that obviously you have your camera over here, so I don't think that this needs to be a camera, a second shortcut to camera for a lot of people, though, I guess for content creators or for someone who wants to be vlogging a lot and all of that. I guess this converting this into maybe a camera shortcut or a video shortcut or some one of those might work better for them. But for me, it works fine being a silent mode, but I have not really used it much. Well, it's a new add-on, so something new to talk about. The most important and essential add-on is obviously the much talked about the USB-C port here. Obviously, it's useful if you're using an iPad and now you don't have to carry multiple kind of wires along with yourself. You're going to enjoy it way more. So it is actually a great shift, and it's very important. It was essential, much awaited. Therefore, we are very happy with it. The wire quality, I would give a thumbs up this time to Apple. Yes, I have not used it for a long period of time before people start to criticize me. But the first and foremost look at the wire quality is very good and steady, so which is very, very good. Other important changes that you're going to find in your 15 Pro Max. The most important changes that you're going to find are in your camera department. So here is where you're going to find the real amount of changes. Here is what is going to be the real difference for a lot of people. So for a lot of content creators, they are going to get furthermore happy with using the camera. One thing I would really like to point out, and I would like to show you guys a photograph that I took in low light condition, a couple of situations that I put the device in, and I feel that it fared very well for me. Well, I was trying to capture the famous Burj Khalifa under low light condition on the device, and I feel I captured the device, the entire building with all its nitty-gritties very well. This is from a good enough distance that I could capture the entire building, and this is at 12:38 at night. So, well, it's pretty dark. So this is great. And there's another picture which doesn't justice to it, is this one. So if you look around, the entire setup of the trees, the lights, everything, the entire definition might not be there, every single thing, but you still can see the image very well. Therefore, I think that the camera section, the camera department, the changes that Apple has brought about is excellent for the 15 Pro Max over here. You get yourself a new processor. So, well, yes, the phone works much, much faster. And that's what you always feel when you get a new processor. The better the processor, it's easier for you to maneuver your phone around under multiple devices, under multiple functionalities that you're using. A little problem that a lot of users, including myself, was facing before the software update, which we actually just got today, was heating up of the device. You're feeling a certain heat up of the device over here. And I was facing it and I was trying to use it over a period of time to understand it. Is it under certain climate conditions that I'm feeling, or I'm overcharging? But the phone started to heat up, and the fix that the software update fix that has come has been helpful. I have not felt it in the last 48 hours, so I feel that Apple has fixed the bug over there for the 15 as well. So, well, when we are talking about the camera, a few things I want you all to notice. So let's talk about the camera as I was discussing. So you get a 48 megapixel camera, which has an improved to shoot a 24 megapixel and two additional focal length of 28 mm and 35 mm. So, well, the highlight feature I would say for this camera department would be the telephoto camera with a special, periscopic 5x optical zoom that you get. So, well, that makes the entire image capturing way better and more useful. So let me show it to you all how we can do it. So if in case you guys can see, there's not much to capture over here, but if in case I'm trying to capture my ring or the watch here, you get 5x zoom, and I guess let's look at the result quality, and you see enough definition. All in all, what is it? What do we like? What has really worked for them and what hasn't? Apple has been very, very smart. They have discontinued the 14 series, and I think that's a smart move from a company perspective. Might not be so much for a user perspective, but from a company perspective, it's a very good move. The desire to have the 15 series range is a lot there for a lot of people. So there you get it for yourself. You get a plethora of colors as well as options in the 15. You're getting a 15, you're getting a 15 Plus, you're getting a 15 Pro, you're getting a 15 Pro Max, depending on your usability and pocket, of course. Numerous colors that you're getting in all options. We will be reviewing a 15 for you as well very soon to let you know what you can expect from the lower end of the device in the 15 range. Well, for the 15 Pro Max, the titanium works well for them. The action button does not seem to have too much of a role. The camera upliftment seems to be very good and makes for the difference that they're trying to achieve over here. The processor and the new chip, the 17 chip onto the 15 Pro Max works wonders. It works really fast. Apple is being proactive with the bugs, so which is a good thing, and which they of course need to. The USB-C, a full thumbs up for it over there. Well, pricing, as we all know, it starts from 160 to 2 lakh of rupees, high end and a very high end device. Worth the buy or not? Well, if you're using a 12 or a 13, the shift is very natural. If you're using a 14, I might say you can wait a year more, maybe. But again, the people who are enthusiasts and want it, then of course go for the natural color so that you know the feel and difference. And another very important thing that Apple is trying to do, we'll talk about it with the Series Watch also, the Series 9, when I will review that for you all. But what Apple is really trying to do is reduce their carbon footprint, and they're trying to do that with their devices as well. The 15 Pro Max is not made in India right now, but the 15 is, so which is a great deal for us over here as well. So reducing the carbon footprint, what is Apple actually doing? The famous covers for Apple, which were leather covers, and the wallets which Apple had, is no longer in leather anymore. So this is a good device. It is an interesting change. For me, I think majorly is the titanium material used onto the device, which is giving the change, and the camera department makes me feel very happy about using the device. Price has always been a question, and I think now everybody has got used to it. It's a heavy device onto your pocket, but of course Apple is coming along with a lot of offers onto your cards and with your banks, so you can avail those. And if you really desire for an iPhone, and that also Pro Max, then you can obviously get them through a lot of EMI deals. So all in all, it's good tech. It's nice revamp looks that you get over here, is it, the best iPhone ever? Well, I would leave you all to decide it when you have it in your hand. But for me, it's certainly a good pick.